introduce chapter number 6. Okay. In this lesson, first of all, students, we are supposed to know what are substances and what are objects. So what are substances? The substances are made up of very tiny particles. So what is substance? Substances are made up of very tiny particles, and the substances which are used to make objects that are called as objects. So these substances, when they are used to make various objects, they are known as objects. So objects basically are made from substances. And what are substances? Substances are very tiny particles. Okay, now depending upon the substance, the object can be given a desired shape and made. So here are some of the examples such as wood, plastic, steel. So these are some of the examples. Now plastic, there are varieties of objects made from plastic. Then there are varieties of furnitures, chairs, tables, sofa. So all these things made of wood. So there are different varieties of objects. So objects are made from the substance, and when the object is created, the object can be given a desired shape according to the purpose for which it should be. Okay, so this is about the substance and the object. So in kitchen also you can see there are some different steel substances. Okay, so the steel is the object which is made from the steel. So you can have dish, bowl, spoon. Okay, all these things you can see in the kitchen. Okay, plates also. Very good. So today we are going to understand what are the classification of the substances. Now substances, you are knowing what are substances. Substances are the tiny particles. Okay, then the substances are divided into two types, that is natural substances and man-made substances. So natural substances means what? The substances which are made from, are formed from the nature. The substances which can be used from nature, for example air, water, soil, which are easily available in the nature, those substances are called as natural substances. Okay, so natural substances, what is the definition for the natural substances? Substance that is available in nature. So which substances are available in the nature? Such as air, water, these are the substances. But again, in the natural substances, we have subdivision, that is biotic substances and abiotic substances. So now what are biotic? What does the word biotic means? The word biotic means, just a second, the word biotic means the substance which are formed from living things. Okay, these are formed from living things. Okay, the substances which are obtained from living things, those are called as biotic. And what is abiotic? The substances which are not obtained from living thing, they are called as, that is non-living thing. Okay, that is non-living thing. The substances which is not obtained from the living thing, that are known as abiotic substances, and the substances which are obtained from the living things, these are called as biotic substances. Then we will talk about the animal origin and plant origin. So biotic substances are again redivided into two types, that is animal origin and plant origin. So what is the meaning of animal origin? So the substances that we are getting from animals. Okay, the substance or the things which we are getting from animals, those are called as animal origin. So those are called as animal origin. Example kya hai? Leather and wool. So leather is obtained from animals, wool is obtained from sheep. So wool is very useful for giving, sheep is very useful for giving us wool. So animal origin means the substance that is obtained from animals are known as animal origin. Okay. Then what is about the plant origin? The plant origin means the substances which are obtained from plants are known as plant origin. So what are the examples? Examples are jute and cotton. So cotton plant you must have seen. Okay. And the cotton also you must have seen. So cotton is also used for various purposes. Okay. With the help of cotton thread, clothes are also made. Cotton is used as for cleaning the wound. Okay. So cotton is used for multi purposes. Okay. Then we will talk about man-made substances. So what are man-made substances? The new substances that are produced by processing the natural substances are known as man-made substances. So man-made means what? The substances are used from the natural substances only. जो nature में available है, along with that only substances, the man is trying to give new shape or is trying to produce new things. These are called as man-made substances. So these are called as man-made substances. Okay. So I hope you have got clearly an idea of. Okay. Students, can you tell me what are the natural substances from this? Leather, jute, wool, water, soil, metals. So these are few names of the substances. Among this, you are supposed to classify which are natural substances. So obviously, leather, jute, wool, and water are natural substances. Why they are natural substances? Because they are formed or obtained from living things. Okay. And they are biotic substance. So biotic का मतलब क्या है? They are obtained from living things. So कौन सी चीजें इसमें से are obtained from living things? Leather, jute, wool, and these are obtained from the living things. So इसको हम लोग biotic substance में classify करेंगे. Then water, soil, and metals. These are non-living things. Okay. ये क्या है? These are non-living things. And therefore, they are classified into abiotic substances. I hope your doubt is cleared by this example. So in this example, you are easily able to identify the biotic and the abiotic substances. Okay. So leather, jute, wool are the biotic substances as they are living substances, and the substances which are non-living, that is water, soil, metals, are known as abiotic substances. So let's move forward. Here are some of the examples of the biotic substances and the abiotic substances. So biotic means it is obtained from living things. Abiotic means it is not obtained from the living things. Then biotics can be obtained from animal origin and plant origin. Example, animal origin के example क्या है? Leather, wool. Plant origin के example क्या है? Wood, cotton. Abiotic के examples क्या है? Water, soil, metal. So these are the examples of the biotic and the abiotic substances. So here are some of the examples. Substances is given, images of the substances given, and the objects, which type of objects are obtained from them is shown. So cotton. Okay. Cotton plant, you can see here the image of the cotton plant. What does the cotton give? Objects are made from the cotton, cloth, fiber or thread, saris, handkerchief, quilt, mattresses, pillows are made up out of cotton. So cotton is a substance, and cotton is obtained from the plant. That is, it is a plant origin. And what are the objects that are obtained from the cotton? That is cloth, thread, a handkerchief, quilt, mattresses, pillows. Then the next substance is iron. Now iron, the image of the iron you can see. Yes, bed sheet is also made up of cotton. The thread, interviewing of the thread is done and the bed sheet is formed. Then iron. With the help of the iron, what type of objects can be obtained? Steel bars, griddle, part of automobiles and electric poles, tables, cupboards, all these things are obtained from the iron. Then aluminium. Aluminium is mostly used in the kitchens and in the electrical cables. जो wire होती है ना, that is also made up of aluminium. Then glass. Glass, you have the picture of the image of the glass, and glass is used for making glass bottles, magnifying glass, windows, doors, etc. So these are the objects. These are some of the substances, their images, and what type of objects can be made from those images are seen in this picture. Then man-made substances. What are man-made substances? The new substances which are processed with the help of natural substances, those are called as man-made substances. So in this slide, you can see bags, umbrellas, covers of the book. These are all the examples of the man-made substances. So what are man-made substances? The substances produced by processing natural available substances are called as man-made substances. Okay, so man-made substances क्या है? These are formed by processing of natural substances. यानी natural substance को process करने के बाद जो new substance form होता है, that is known as man-made substances. Okay. So yes, chair is also a man-made substance. Then some substances which are waterproof or water resistant, light in weight and easy for transports are also made by man. So raincoat is waterproof, umbrella is waterproof. So you are using this umbrellas and raincoat to protect yourself from rain. So they are water resistant. Even we like to carry the things which are light in weight and easy for transportation. So such things we are carrying. So that things are also made by man. So that when we are traveling from one place to another, it will be very easy to carry those substances as they are having light weight and which are necessary for us in transport. So this is about the man-made substances. Now today we are going to study about the new scientist that is known as Charles Goodyear. So Charles Goodyear was one of the scientists. What did he did? He took a spill of mixture of rubber and sulfur. And what did he did? He kept this solution in the on the stove. So after the stove was extinguished, he noticed that the rubber become harder and it lose the property of elasticity. So what is the property of electricity? The property of the electricity is having elasticity. जब आप rubber को खींचते तो it is having a property of elasticity. Okay, it can be stretched and again it can come back to its original position. But when the rubber is heated with sulfur, that time you can observe that the rubber becomes hard and it loses the property of the elasticity. So this process which came to a new invention was known as vulcanization. So vulcanization is the process through which the tires of the vehicles were obtained. Okay, vehicles के टायर यूज किए गए बनाए गए हैं जिसकी वजह से you can see that we can use these wheels for the transport system. For transport system we can use this rubber wheels. Okay, so transport के लिए this rubber wheels were very much important, and this topic is related to the history in the why, because in history if Charles Goodyear had not done the experiment, the rubber would not have been come to an existence, and the wheels were not be obtained which are used in transportation. So it is a our topic is correlated to history, that is invention of wheels for transportation. Okay, so more we will study about the vulcanization of the rubber. The rubber is heated to 3 to 4 hours in sulfur. When the rubber is heated for 3 to 4 hours in the sulfur, what will happen? The rubber will become harder. The rubber will become harder. And the quality of the sulfur, when it is added to the rubber can be given different shapes acquired to our different, uh, according to the different uh, shapes can be given to the rubber. So from rubber, what can be made? Erasers, rubber balls, rubber toys, rubber bands, all these varying proportion of sulfur with the rubber. These rubber things can be obtained from the rubber. Okay, सिर्फ proportion of the sulfur should be less or more. This is changing for the required amount. यानी जो भी आपको substance बनाना है उसके लिए जो सल्फर का प्रोपोर्शन लगेगा वो कम या ज्यादा लगेगा, जिसकी वजह से you can make the toys or the rubber ball or the rubber bands of the from the substances. Okay, now the rubber production, from where does the rubber is obtained? The rubber can be obtained from the natural process or artificial process. So in this picture you can see that the rubber is obtained from the gum or the sap of the trees. So trees के gum और sap से जो चीज मिलती है, that is called as a rubber. So this rubber is having an odor and it is white in color. So in the chapter number 2, that is characteristics of living things, we have studied excretion. So the plants also excrete by oozing out gums or white sticky substance which is known as latex is given out of the plant, that is called as excretion part of the plant, and this is seen in the gums or the saps of the trees. But these things are useful for us, so we are collecting this sap of the trees and we are making different objects from the rubber trees. Now this rubber, where it was found? It was first found in Brazil. And what was his botanical name? It was Hevea brasiliensis. Okay, as it was found in Brazil, so it was given the name as Hevea brasiliensis. And in India, the production of the rubber is maximum in Kerala. So in Kerala, you can see most of the trees are producing rubber. So Kerala is